On the auspicious occasion, the Goloka players have the pleasure to present the lifting of Govardhan Hill.
The moon and stars are in auspicious positions. It is a perfect day to perform the sacrifice of Lord Indra.
Yes, you're right. Today is indeed a favorable day. We need to start the preparations immediately.
Yay, a festival!
Davy, you and the gopis should immediately start preparing first-class offerings of rice, dal, halwa, puris, pakoras, and all kinds of sweets for the festival.
Yes, Prabhu. Oh, here come my Krishna in the wrong. Mata, is there a festival today? Is anyone getting married? What are all these arrangements for? Pitashi, please, tell us.
Kana, we are going to worship Lord Indra with a grand fire sacrifice.
But why do you wish to please King Indra? What does he do for us?
Balaram, mind your words.
Lord Indra controls the rain clouds. By satisfying him with his offerings, he will kindly send us rain.
That's true.
My dear father, do you really believe that rain falls only when we worship Indra? Then, how can you explain that rain also falls on the sea?
Krishna, what kind of reasoning is that?
Krishna is only a child. He does not understand.
This sacrifice is tradition, my son.
But are there any scriptural references for worshipping Indra like this?
This sacrifice has been performed for generations.
Yes, 4 generations.
Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, had his own plans. So he deliberately spoke the karma mimoksha philosophy, which is directly opposed to bhakti.
Pitashi, everyone enjoys or suffers according to his karma. Yes, worshipping Indra will not change anything.
Krishna, but all our forefathers worship Indradev.
Anyone who neglects the customs that have been handed down to us will never enjoy prosperity.
But nobody can enjoy more prosperity than his karma dictates. Even if Indradev wants to send us rain, he cannot send us more rain than we deserve.
Krishna has a point. But if the predominating demigod is not satisfied, then he will withhold his blessings, no matter how much good karma one has accumulated.
Oh learned Brahmin, since we belong to the Vaishya community and are engaged in cow protection, Mother Cow is our worshipable deity and more important to us than any demigod.
I agree. But what is your point, Krishna?
Our duty is to worship the cows, the Brahmins, and Govardhan Hill.
Oh,
Govardhan Hill?
Yes, Pitashi. Govardhan Hill is our real friend.
how can you say that?
Who gives us pure water from its rivers and lakes? Govardhan Hill. Who gives us excellent grass for cows so that they give us milk that is sweeter than honey? Govardhan Hill.
Who gives us medicine in the form of magical herbs and plants?
Govardhan Hill. See, Pitashi, let us worship Govardhan Hill instead of Indra. That will be very pleasing to the Brahmins and the cows, and also to me.
Lord Indra will become very angry.
Even if he gets angry, what can he do to us?
You know what, Krishna? I shall arrange a special sacrifice for the local Brahmanas and Govardhan Hill. But first, I must finish this one.
Pitashi, please. Pitashi, please.
Nanda Maharaj, You are very fortunate to have a son like Krishna. Whatever he has just spoken is supported by the scriptures. I also think Govardhan Puja is more important than worshipping Indra Dev.
If you're convinced, and if it pleases my dear Krishna, then it must be auspicious. Let's begin without further delay.
But what shall we do now, Nanda?
Well?
Very easy. Let's go to Govardhan, bringing all the food offerings that have been prepared for Indra.
We will decorate the palace and keeping them in front. We will circumambulate the hill.
Sounds like a good idea.
Yay!
The Brahmins will chant auspicious mantras, and in this way we shall perform Govardhan Puja.
Govardhan Puja! Lots of prasadam for all the devotees. Jai Govardhan! Govardhan! Govardhan!
Nijapati Pujadanda Chhatrabhavam Prabhadya Pratihata Madatrishto Danda Devendra Garbha.
To instill faith in the cowherd men, Krishna then assumed an unprecedented, huge form and declared,
I am Govardhan Hill.
Saying that, he ate all the offerings and shouted,
Bring more, bring more.
It is only when the cowherds offered him leaves from the tulsi plant that he became satisfied. Together with the Brijbasis, Krishna offered obeisances to this form of Govardhan Hill, thus, in effect, offering obeisances to himself.
King of the heavens.
What brings you here today? Excuse me for intruding, but I have some very urgent news for you. News? The inhabitants of Vrindavan are not going to perform the annual sacrifice in your honor. What? That cannot be. Don't they fear my anger? I don't know, my lord. What happened to make them so proud? Krishna, the 7-year-old son of Nanda Maharaj, the king of the cowherd community in Vrindavan, advised them to worship the cows and hills instead. Krishna? Yes, Krishna. Only 7 years old? Yes. You mean to say that a 7-year-old son of a cowherd, an ordinary human, is defying me, Indra, king of the heavens? How foolish, arrogant, impudent, mad! I was shocked, but it is true. I supply them rain, the source of all life, and they will worship stones and trees? Just see how their prosperity has intoxicated them with pride. On the word of a talkative boy of only 7 years old, they shall pay for their audacity. Samvartaka! Samvartaka!
Please accept my humble obeisances, my lord. The partial dissolution of the universe is years away. Why are you calling for me now?
Samvartaka, the inhabitants of Vrindavan have become mad with pride. They have dared to neglect my worship on the advice of a talkative boy known as Krishna. And he is only 7 years old.
What? That's very bold. Only 7 years old?
And by believing this boy, they have insulted me! They must be punished! They must be destroyed! Go there right away and flood the whole area!
Looks like the cyclone is coming this way. Come, let's rush. Our cars must be shivering with cold.
Krishna is very wrong. Krishna, very wrong. Krishna.
What is happening? It looks like Lord Indra is very angry with us.
Yes, of course. He has become angry because we did not offer his sacrifice.
The rain falls like sharpened arrows. Let us go to Krishna together. He will definitely save us as he always does. Here he comes. My dear Krishna, you are known as Bhakta Vatsala, one who is affectionate towards your devotees. Please save us.
Indra is summoning this ferocious strength and winds to destroy Vrindavan.
I have taken a vow to protect my devotees. So, by my mystic power, I will lift beautiful Govardhan Hill, who can give shelter to the 3 worlds.
Just see, Krishna has lifted Govardhan Hill.
It is like a big umbrella.
O Mata, O Pitashri, O residents of Raj, please take all your cows with you and take shelter of merciful Govardhan Hill.
Lord Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, stood there holding up the hill for 7 days and 7 nights. While Lord Krishna held up the hill, the residents of Vrindavan chanted his glories. By continuously drinking the nectar of the beauty and sweetness of the all-attractive Sri Krishna, the residents of Vrindavan were completely happy and satisfied. Samvartika and the other clouds of destruction failed to flood the village of Vrindavan because the Supreme Lord, by his potency, simply dried up the water as it fell to the ground. After 7 days, Samvartika accepted defeat and returned to inform Indra of what had happened.
The rain has stopped and the water has gone down. You may all go home now.
Completely humbled and ashamed of himself, Lord Indra approached Mother Surabhi and begged her to accompany him to beg forgiveness from Lord Krishna. She agreed, and together they went to see Lord Krishna in Vrindavan.
Master of mystics, protector of the cows, brahmanas and demigods, you are our worshipable deity, and we know nobody as our Lord except for you. You are always kind to your devotees. Please forgive Indra for his misbehavior and grant him your mercy.
My dear Lord, I was so blinded by pride that when the cowherd man did not perform the Indra Yaj, I thought you had offended me. I did not understand, my dear Lord, that you are the original Father of the whole universe. And as the original proprietor of everything, you are competent to chastise anyone, for we are all subordinate to you.
Dear Indra, you have understood that I stopped your sacrifice just to show you my causeless mercy and to remind you that I am indeed your eternal master.
Oh Gopal, and please allow me to bathe you with my own milk.
In this way, Mother Surabi performed Lord Krishna's bathing ceremony with her own milk, and Indra anointed the Lord with heavenly Ganga water from the trunk of his elephant carrier Airavata. The most eminent demigods chanted the praises of the Lord and scattered wonderful showers of flowers all around him. All three worlds felt supreme satisfaction, and the cows drenched the surface of the earth with their milk. All glories to Shri Krishna.
Let's all stand for kirtan.